Hey guys, I am Torchwood Boy, and today we are reacting to My Hero Academia. Don't worry, the notes will go away before the reaction starts, I promise. I'll never write notes in the reaction again, I promise you. However, how are all of you? Are you having a good day? I hope you are. Today we're watching My Hero Academia. It feels really weird to be reacting to it on a Thursday instead of a Friday. There's no McDonald's, I have a cup of tea. I'm almost like a human being. Like, what even? What even? I'm watching My Hero Academia without a McDonald's Diet Coke. It disgusts me. But we are in Season 2. I'm very excited. Although you guys are all like, they don't call it Episode 2. I'm like, well, I've got to label it somehow. Leave me alone. Or I'll get confused as to what episode I'm reacting to. So we shall do a little review of the last episode first. And last time, I just want to point out that I always seem to start this show at like a 27 of an hour, so I'm always like on the 27th of this hour, or the 27th of that hour. It's always this frigging show, I'm always on like 7:27, it's ridiculous. Although, usually it's like 6:27, so I can be in time for Tyranny of Dragons, which plays on Geek House's channel, which I like watching. However, we started off with My Hero Academia, last episode, with new opening titles, which were lit, and I'm going to watch them again today. I'm very excited. They should be really, really, really cool. I'm very excited. I love the ending titles with all the girls, though. I don't know if there'll be like one with all the boys. I'm kind of hoping so. That'd be cool to see. But I love the girl ending title. That was ace. But the actual episode started off, and we started off with the investigation into the attack on the training facility and the kids and the teachers and All Might himself. We managed to come to the conclusion, and when I say we, I mean they, because I did nothing. We managed to come to the conclusion that Suguroti might be young, might be a child, might be the age of like Izuku or Deku, or both just realised they're the same people, or Kachan. Like, why? Why is there so many names? It's still, to this day, I still get confused by the names. Not because I don't know who they are, but it's just like, oh, my mind. I'm like an old woman just sprouting out names and calling you them. You know, like when you go and see your grandma and it's like, hey, Bill, Ted, Frank, and you're like, my name's Jeff, that's it. Yeah, my name's not Jeff. Just point that out, it's Torchwood, obviously. So, yeah, which is also explains why he was like, Father, you were right, he is fast. Like, his father's obviously warning him, like, you're about to get your ass kicked, but, you know, good luck. And then, yeah, All Might sent a letter to someone who liked fish-shaped cookies. That's all I could gather from it. Well, there's 25 episodes of this season, I did not realise that. Boy, I'm not going to be in time for Season 4, I don't think. I don't know, I might be. I might not make it. We'll see. But yeah, he sent letters to who he described as his mentor, so I don't know. We'll probably be exploring that, but I'm intrigued to see who his mentor is, what his mentor wants, what his mentor can do, whether he was the former All Might before All Might. Well, I imagine there's a different name, but yeah. You know, like how All Might Deco, what the f... I don't know. Yeah, but Izuku went back home, but he definitely wasn't feeling the same. He was watching that video, and I think the realization was clicking that this is the person he has to be. This is like watching that video where he's like, he's carrying them all, ho ho ho, I am Santa. And he's like carrying them all, and he's like watching the video, and usually like watched it with like so much joy, doesn't he? But this episode, I don't know why I'm not watching the video, but this episode he was all like, and he just started curling his biceps. It's like, I shall curl for days. Curl for days. So yeah, he did that. Which is, you know, fair enough. He has to keep in shape and shit to be a hero. And you know, he was still training. And then he went back to class. Aizawa is alive, thank the Lord and all his joyful wisdom. And he can see, which I was also incredibly happy about. And I just love it. Aizawa still, despite being beaten up, only exerts the same amount of energy as he did normally. He's literally no weaker. He's that's all he does. That's all he does. It's brilliant. And I don't quite know how I love Aizawa so much, and I didn't realise I did until he got beaten to shit, and I was like, no, don't hurt him. Because he's a badass. Kachan telling Mineta to shut up may have been my entire life. Tenya running to class like, hey, everybody sit down, sit down, sit down, yeah. Like, we are sat down, it's just you. It's like, it just sits there. It was brilliant. Now, there is a sports festival coming up, which I assume is what this season is based on. I'm very excited for it. There's a sports festival. Mineta doesn't want to die. I'm such a bitch. But it's where they get recognised by talent scouts and like leads them into maybe jobs in the future, and I think that's really cool. Although they've only been in class like a week, so calm down. I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying. I'm seeing the flaw, and it's that they've been in class like a month at most. Yeah, maybe 2 months. I assumed UA was like a 3 to 4 year program, not like a, yeah, run around the field, oh, you passed, you're a hero now, go, kind of thing. But I assume it will last longer than that. But it's just for the talent scouts to get an idea of who they might be looking at and who they might think, oh, you are very good. Oh, I can do that with my mouth. Okay, moving on. Yeah, also Jiro the Karinami is my new favourite thing. I just love how she rips the shit out of him now, and it's very fun and awesome. I wrote down Choco's hero origin, and honestly, it was so fucking beautiful. It was so beautiful. Just seeing where this character came from, why she is like she is, how she was basically, how she came to be who she is, and why she's doing this. And she was like, at first she was like, I'm doing this for money. I was like, well, you know, there are better reasons to do things, but I understand money takes away the worry of money. But then it was like, I'm doing this money for my parents. I was like, okay, I'm more understanding. There's like a little Chuck. I was like, oh my god, give her it. Let her win. Let her be the best, please. Fuck All Might. And we got to see her little origin story, and it was so beautiful, guys. It really was. It was absolutely adorable. And 10 years ovation. Yes! Woohoo! Bravo! 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 And just in like the middle of the corridor, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then we had the All Might, you know. I want to calm down out there. It's not fucking Speed Rally 2020. Sorry. And then we had the All Might saying, "You want to come to lunch?" And they were like, "Oh, he's asking you to lunch." And he was like, "Yeah, sure," because they don't know about him being like all part of All Might and shit. Like he had to eat his hair and shit. Does he have to eat more of his hair? Like, does eventually All Might just become bald and Izuku has to lunch down on like the full mullet? Because that's gonna take some work. I'm just saying. Now Todoroki was watching. I always like to say Todoroki like that. Todoroki, you know, as if you're from Middle East Russia. Yeah, and that's what they. That's what they say. Yeah, you know. And you're like Todoroki was like, I don't know about that. You know, it's not evil in Russian. But basically, All Might was basically impressed by Izuku's restraint, especially when he fought the villain. He's like held back the killing blow, and like he used his power for the first time without basically fucking up himself, which was really impressive. And yeah, I wrote Izuku's ready because I really think he is, but the villains, because the villains are definitely noticing that, you know, All Might's failing and that he's starting to lose his abilities and how long he can rest. And I mean, that was all that entire attack was planned over, the fact that All Might is not up to full strength anymore, which I think was both brilliant to show and also kind of terrifying, because self-aware villains is not what I signed on for, you know? You know what I mean? It's like, well, not really what I was expecting, but you know, it's great all the same, to be fair. I'm intrigued to see where it's going this season, because I have no idea where it's going. I think it'll go somewhere frigging awesome, don't get me wrong. I think that we're going to see... my hope is that we'll see a lot of characters really come into their own and sort of not just be all about... Don't get me wrong, I still think Chan and Deku should be the main focus of the show, but I feel like we should see the other characters progress and go forward and just sort of be like, you know, I want to see more of Todoroki. I want to see, you know, I didn't know about that about Ochako because we've been so focused on the others, so I'm excited to see what everyone else brings to the table and seeing them all sort of step up and be like, yeah, I can do this, and this is who I am, and this is where I'm from. And, you know, because I feel like that sort of brings a sense of realness to the show that perhaps it hasn't captured in its first season in that regards anyway. You know, having all these heroes come together and, you know, not just show their abilities, but show who they are inside. And we did see a little bit of like Momo and Jiro last season, but we don't know anything about them. We just know what they can do. And so I think it'll be interesting to see characters come forward who are, you know, more well developed. And I understand, don't get me wrong, this is not like criticism. I understand you have a certain sense of like, well, this character is, you know, dying like All Might, or you have this character is like a bit of a jackass like Aizawa. Well, not a jackass, but you know what I mean, like he's a bit of a Marty person, you know. And yeah, it's just I don't know, it's hard to sort of put into words these characters, but I want to see more development, you know what I mean? So that it's like, so that you get a sense of who they are and what they're fighting for, like we did with LeChucker in episode 1 of season 2. That's all. I think this show is amazing. And I think obviously that is something that comes with time, and I'm excited. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not like criticizing it. I'm just excited to see what's coming up and what we're going to see and who we're going to see going forward, and how they progress and how they do things and how they sort of step up and be like, yeah, this is who I am. Like, I really want to know what happened with Todoroki and his abilities, and because we've seen he display some kind of heat ability as well as ice, because he melted that room in the very short heroes and villains thing we got of him when he froze the guy with the blonde hair and the monkey tail thing. I don't know what his name is. Leave me alone. But you know what I mean. Like we've seen him show his abilities, so I'm intrigued to see who he is under his abilities, you know, and what he brings to the table and what he does, and yeah, just who he is basically. I want to see who Todoroki is. I want to see who Jiro is. I want to see who Momo is. I don't really want to see who Mineta is, but I'll take it. I want to see who Sue is. I want to see who Kirishima, I can never say his Kaninari. What the fuck? Why do I always want to call him Kiminari? I don't fucking know. I may just call him that from now on, just to piss you all off. But I've spoken for far too long, as I've tried to multitask doing two things at the very end of this conversation, which doesn't work. And I was pressing so many buttons. However, this is My Hero Academia. This is season 2. I will put a little thing in the description like, this is where the reaction actually starts. And this is where I talk bullshit for 9-10 minutes. But this is season 2, episode 2. I don't know what this is called. No, I fucking dare. But I just know it's going to be great. So let's go.
Are separated by class year, and then the support, business, general studies, and hero courses all fight against each other in a bunch of preliminary trials.
Oh, so you're fighting each other?
The initial games face off in the finals.
Damn!
It's basically a big round-robin tournament.
Oh, I'm excited.
Meaning you'll have plenty of opportunities to sell yourself.
Yes.
I'm sorry! I mean, what you're saying is absolutely correct, All Might! But it's kind of hard to get excited about this after everything that just happened.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Got the world's greatest hero teaching me, so the
that's true as well, yeah, no, yeah. Okay, you need to calm down.
At least now you know what a future pro looks like. Now move it, extras. You can't walk around calling people extras just because you don't know who they are.
I love it. I love it.
I heard you guys were impressive, but you just sound like an ass. Is everyone in the hero course delusional, or just you? How sad to come here and find a bunch of egomaniacs.
Damn. Yeah.
Hey, I'm coming for you!
Yeah, sure you are. Sit down.
I hate that was such a manly exit.
No, it wasn't manly exit.
You have to beat them.
Although,
wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
manly
sure,
is...
but this sucks. He made us everyone's
different.
enemies.
Yeah, that's right. All of these dumb students will be gunning for us in the festival
It's true. They're all gonna come for
You
you.
won't beat me again!
How far you'll go in the
You're doing it just to be a hero. And that's more important. That shows you'll go far.
I hope you haven't forgotten the emotions you felt.
Oh yeah, you see when you were screaming and possibly had a seizure. But it's fine. You've got this. I truly believe you can do this. I think you can win.
2 weeks. The whole thing will be live on TV.
Hey, he's training on the beach. Yeah, boy. Yeah, flashback. Might got a callback. Sorry.
Yeah.
They are all trading their best. Come on, you can do this.
So much light!
Damn, What is this ability? Oh my god, really? Hey Momo with the hair down. Wow, that was cool. Todoroki. He's a badass Nova. I think he's going to be a real challenge for whoever fights him.
It was the morning of the festival.
Really? We can flash forward? Oh, I love a flash forward.
I'm not here to pry about what's going on between you two. But know that I will beat you.
Okay, well, that's intense.
What's with all these declarations of war lately?
Yeah, what's the big deal? Why are you picking a fight all of a sudden? And right before we get started.
We're not here to be each other's friends. Don't forget, this isn't a team effort.
Damn. Kinda ship it. What the fuck, Alex?
I don't know what's going through your head.
You wanna fight? You got one.
And I'll be aiming for the top 2.
Damn. Oh, it's sad. It's like the world's weirdest love triangle. Actually, it's not the world's weirdest love triangle. If you've seen Twilight, that is the world's weirdest triangle. How's Aizawa? We don't care about you. How's Aizawa? Is he okay?
One question before we start the show.
Are you ready? Only for the hero course exams.
Oh, okay. Calm down, lady.
Girl obviously hates us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got Bakugo to thank for them not liking our class.
Just wrote down that that's her name because I didn't remember it was midnight. What happens now? Why would we let him speak?
I just want to say, I'm gonna win.
I knew he'd say something like that! As long as you don't leave the course, you're free to do whatever your heart desires.
Okay. Why are there no sexy male heroes?
Contestants.
It's a bit sexist. I'm just saying. We need sexy male heroes. Where are they? Oh boy, but imagine if you're at the back. That's gonna suck. I just love how lazy bitch just smile. I like how the first competition is outside the hall.
How did you talk me into this?
Let's be paying attention to the early stages of the race.
The doorway.
Jeez. Yeah! Oh, Manette Clout! Nope.
You think you're so cool, but
Nope, I'm not.
you. How pathetic, Todoroki!
Okay, well, you know what, I lost it.
My special attack!
So this is what satisfaction feels like. Why wasn't there?
Obviously went through a lot of trouble, but I wish they prepared something a little more difficult.
Damn, Todoroki!
Especially since my dear old dad is watching.
Oh, we're getting so much Todoroki backstory! Damn, you are tough as fuck!
Gotta hurry.
No, you can't beat those, son! Get out of there!
Aww.
Please just run away from me, baby!
Oh, baby!
I have to get past these robots.
You do.
While looking out for other obstacles.
Holy crap, I'm gonna die! Why won't my feet move?
Your feet move this time.
Come on. Think. What do I do?
You can do this. You can do this. No! Motherfucker! No, 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 no! Well guys, that was truly impressive. I really enjoyed that video. That episode, sorry. And honestly, it was a lot more fast-paced than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to take quite a while to get to the sports festival, but it just went straight there. So I guess there's been quite a couple of... And I'm glad it actually, because one of my complaints at the beginning of the show was like, well, not complaints, but like, thing about, like, how they all seem to be like in UA1, but they're all like having to face. But it turns out there's 3 years, 3A, 3B, 2A, 2B, 1B, 8, 1A. Yeah, and we met 1B this time. That was pretty cool. But yeah, we started off with so like an explanation of what the games actually were. It was all different members fighting each other, and they basically fought each other while also taking on other obstacles and other challenges, which I really like. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of that there's multiple different challenges and different things for them to do during also having to deal with each other. I like that a lot. That really that really speaks to me. I kind of like those things. I like it when we get to see the characters face off and face each other and just basically kick a lot of ass. I like that. I really like that. And it's basically a battle to the top. Izuku, I loved All Might's advice, focus, remember the beach. That was, for me, really cool because I love to see... I love that callback from season 1 where they were like on the beach and he was screaming into sort of like the ocean and it was so beautifully done. Yeah. Kachan calling the students extras, the other students like from 1B and from all the other class, was fucking lit. He's like, get out my way, extras, and Teddy's like, you can't just call them extras. He's like, yeah, okay, get out my way. Kachan reminds me of the character I play on Reactors and Realms, Aranis, because he's just an asshole as well. Although he's growing and learning, and I hope Kachan does too. But yeah, I didn't know who the new kid with purple eyes is, but it was pretty crazy, to be fair. Also, make sure to check out Reactors and Realms. I know this is totally off topic, but Reactors and Realms Halloween special on Saturday, 10:30 AM PST, 6:30 PM BST. I don't know what it is in the middle. You can work it out because don't tell anyone. But I'm coming dressed as. Oh no, this will come out. Oh, if you're on Patreon, you'll be fine. Patreon people, go watch that on Saturday because I'll be dressed as Deku. So go check that out. Yeah, we're doing a Halloween one and I'm doing Deku. So I got the wig and everything. It's gonna be so much fun. Anyway, moving on. But you also, yeah, you can go watch that Reactors and Realms episode. It's on Geek House channel right now, and I'm this Deku, the Halloween one. Look for the Halloween one. If you're watching this, yeah, it'll be the last one. So go check that out. And then there's that kid with like the stuff around his eyes, and he's like, he really wants to fight Kachan. He's like, I'm gonna grab your face off your finger bend, and I'm gonna beat you. I will tell. He was like going proper that shit. It was pretty fucking funny to see, actually. I love the Kirishima being like, damn, that was a manly exit. Okay, what's with the manly thing? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm starting to see this show really... It's like the manly thing, Midnight being an R-rated villain, like, are the male R-rated villains, or are they just all female? I'm getting a very straight feel from this show. I'm like, oh, it's so straight. It's for men, written by straight men, for straight men. It's like, oh, it's not a problem, but it's just like, I suppose it's Japan, isn't it? It's like, I assume that's what it's meant. And being an anime. And, I guess that's like the laws and the shit, but it's just like, I'm not used to it, because a lot of English and American shows are so very inclusive now, so watching a show which is, just doesn't recognize or acknowledge that is very strange to me. So it just throws me out a couple of times, like when he says like, oh, it's not very manly, I'm like, you couldn't say that where I'm from. You know, like, saying something isn't very manly, who gives a fuck if it's manly or not, you know? I get that's just his saying, and it doesn't necessarily mean what manly means to us. But still, it's a bit like, what? Just say badass, for fuck's sake. You know, everyone can be badass, not everyone can be manly. Although I suppose, why not? Why not? Fuck it. But what does manly mean? That's why I'm mind blown. Yeah. But I'm sure you guys have thoughts about that as well, so I'm sure you'll let me know. I liked that Izuku went back to training on the beach. Such a nice callback. It was really cool to see that, him just running along the beach. I was like, yes. I liked everyone's training sequence, actually. Everyone just doing different things to train and prep and prepare. You know, Kachan blowing the forest up, Todoroki like freezing everything, Mineta accepting his victory award, Momo like with the long hair and pajamas and reading. I loved it. I loved all the different styles of training that people were incorporating, and I love them showing that as well, because it really does show, you know, that they're not just doing one thing, but they're training their bodies and their minds and everything. And then it was like, let the games begin, and after Todoroki's declaration of war, like, I did not see that coming. He's been so chill with Izuku, although they've never really interacted before, so I don't know how it'll go and where it'll go from there, but I am excited to see it, to be fair. Midnight, I wrote down Midnight as the teacher during the reaction because I was like, I was going to forget a name otherwise. But an R-rated villain, what does that mean? I don't want to know, actually. I don't want to know. She said something about tying someone up. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, alright. I see what this part of the show was written for. I wrote, this show is so straight, and then like a little laughing face. But it, you know, it's where it's made, it's where it's done. It's not a complaint. It's just like, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to watching such straight stuff. Whoa, it's so heterosexual. I'm joking. It's what I'm not used to. I don't want to show my kids this. No, it's a joke. Don't have kids. And I would show them this joke because it's friggin' amazing. Chan was making me laugh so much. He was like, I'm gonna win. And he was like, Tenny's like, why would you say that? But Izuku was like, he's trying to truly win. He really wants this. He really wants to win. And you gotta understand, this kid's been training for this for so long. And I can understand why he wants to win, you know, he wants to be the best. But it's like I said, you know, earlier, everyone else is doing this for different reasons. Some for amazing reasons, like Ochako, to help a family. Tenya wants to do it to, like, carry on the family trait. Kachan wants to do it to be, you know, the best there ever was. But then you get people like Izuku, who wants to do it because he wants to be a hero. And yes, he wants to be Kachan, but he mainly wants to be a hero. And there's something about that that makes me just love him more, you know, and that's why I think he'll win, and that's why I think he'll do it, because I think he has it in him to put aside, you know, wanting to do all these, you know, wanting to save his... Well, he wants to look after his family, I assume, and stuff, but he's not doing it for that reason. He's doing it for the pure reason of wanting to be a hero. And how can you deny that? How can you say that's not right? Because it so is right, you know what I mean? So I just loved that. I loved that little detail. I loved everything about that sequence, and just showing him, like, yes, everyone has a reason to train, but I would say his reason, I don't know what Todoroki's reason is, but I would say, in my mind, Deku's is the purest. I was trying to think of how to word that, but yeah, Deku's is the purest in my mind anyway. I might just be me. And then they set off, and they were like running down the gateway, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna win!" Like, you know, Todoroki used his abilities. The big thing. Mineta made me cheer for him when he was taking down Todoroki. I hadn't realized how much I disliked Todoroki winning, which is strange, because I never really realized I had a problem with Todoroki. But until I started cheering for Mineta, however, when Mineta got punished the fuck out by that robot, possibly the greatest sense of satisfaction I've ever felt in my life. Look, I know, I'm never going to like him, get over it. I'm trying my best though. I think I've been a lot better than, you know, I haven't told him to kill himself in like 3 episodes. I'm doing great. I love Deku's mom though. Like, get out of this, me, you can't fight. I was like, oh my god, why would you do this to me? But he can do it, Deku's mom, he can do it. He can do this, he will win. And I truly, truly believe in him, and I do. I think he has it in him to go all the way. But we will see you next week, and I will hope he does well. Thank you for watching. I love you all. I've been Torchwood Boy. You've been awesome. And damn, this season got off to a great start, and I'm excited to watch more. I really am. And I will see you next time. Bye. Man, that was good.